It's the newest stadium on the NFL landscape, and it might just be the grandest as you get a look at SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Los Angeles Chargers. Two 1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
Throwing Jones. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Check three, check three, check three.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Operating from the gun, Jones, flushed out right. And he's able to find Diggs. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Great way to convert on 3rd down there, 21 yards the play.
Ready? Mike's 5-4. He's tired of me. He's tired of us. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Viking 18. Mustang 19.
On 1st down, Jones got his man complete over the middle. It's Love. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Quick dance.
Now Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 54. Yeah. You don't want none. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Turn it up. Go.
Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. first drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Play action. Johnson escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep. This is caught inside the 15. And down to the 11. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 42 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Mike 53. I don't think you got it, son. Mike 53. 53. Mike. 70 Ranger.
From the gun, Johnson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Let's go. Come on.
A 5-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Way to work, baby. Way to work.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Charger drive about to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
On 2nd and inches, Jones sliding out of the pocket. And he'll pull it down. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Oh, you got deep? Check 24. Check 24. Check. 60 Eagle. 60 Eagle.
On the play fake, Jones on the move to his left. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
No, check that. We want Mike 52 right here. Trap 60. Mike 52. I'm coming for you. You mine.
Operating from the gun, Jones able to find Harris, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Let's get it on, baby.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36.
Panther 60. Check it out, Reed.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go. 50. Mike.
From the gun, Jones. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 18. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Hey, Mike 52. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
They'll run with Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
52 is the mic right here, over there, right? 52 is the mic. Woo! Out, out, out. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 52 is the mic, boys. 52.
Elliott, toss right. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. I know he ain't got it. Hey, switch gears. Go.
They'll try the left side. Garrett, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
79 Broncos. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Off-play action. Johnson. He'll buy some time right. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
Here we go. Cougar 19. Mike 53. Come off the ball. Mike 53. 53. Mike. Hey, me and you all day.
They run the counter. It's Garrett. And they will finally drag him down at the Chargers' 10-yard line. A big play that time for the Ravens. 46 yards on the ground. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Off the play fake. Johnson. That's complete. Okudabuna. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation. would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On second down now, it's Garrett. Not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down.
You're not ready. You're not ready. Show it up. Show it up. Kill, kill, kill. 70, Timberwolf. 53 to block. 53. Dragon, 60. Squeeze, squeeze, double, double.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. And a play like that, with how far he had to go to make that sack, shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic, this is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times, without never giving up on it, and pursuing all the way across the field.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And he returns this to the 22.
That's it. Big time right there.
The Charger drive about to get going. Just a lone field goal for him so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott, and he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
We got three. We got three.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check 52. They smash. Check 52's to Mike. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Now Jones. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Good job.
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. He'll take it just outside the 40. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. A very solid gain of 27. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
53's Mike. Check, 53. Warrior 70. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah.
Johnson now on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
53's the mic. 53's the mic. It's a party now.
Here's Johnson on first and 10. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Let's go, defense.
To throw again, Johnson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
So now third and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but two incompletions since. Off play action, Johnson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Albert O, his first touchdown on the year as the Ravens push further out in front.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a two-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
There you go. There you go.
The Charger drive about to get going. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play coach's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Let's go, Tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4".
Hey, tighten down. Tighten down. There you go.
From the gun, Jones. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Street. I'm playing the wrong football. Kill. 19 tight. Go.
Johnson throwing on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That catch good for only a couple. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Fielded in the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Down. Garrett, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Johnson. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Albert Okwuegbunam was the target there. And now it's 3rd down.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Johnson. Going to throw one side here. Complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A pickup of 24, and that's where the play began, the 24-yard line.
Set up. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 49. Check 49.
Now Johnson on 1st down. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Johnson now to throw on 2nd down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd.
check, Bobcat.
From the gun, Johnson. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Now's the time. Don't give him nothing.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
We'll see what they have up their sleeve.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Set. Bronco 80. 54.
Let's go, D.
Cowboy 80.
Slam. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash.
Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. Street. Street. Hey, one set, go!
After the penalty, it's Elliott. He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Off the bootleg, Jones. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Room past the 20. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
They'll try and throw for it here. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. And they get him down but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
And I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Right there. 54 Mike. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
A first down carry by Allen. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Right there. Panther 60. 18, Pioneer.
Mike's 5'4".
Here we go.
Off the play fake. Jones. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. From the gun, Jones. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down. The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will close the gap down to 14. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Go, Riggs, go.
On 1st down, it's Garrett. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8.
We got 4.
Looking to throw. Johnson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. They run the counter. It's Garrett. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Let's go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Even. 4th down, even.
Here's Johnson. Off play action. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he rifles one incomplete. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Come on, let's go. Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, G.
Operating from the gun, Johnson. And that will be incomplete. And that one off the mark, a little late with the throw. Now here's Michael Dixon, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Taking it about the 16. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Let's go.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. And they will set up shop red zone territory at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Yo.
Check smash. Check 24. Go.
They'll run on 1st down. Garrett. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let go.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Jones on 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Love. 7 yards the pick up there. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. protection. Jones. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The Chargers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Let's go. 70 Lions.
Go. Go. Mike, 55.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right. Hey. 4 down.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The Ravens on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Mike, 29. Man out.
Off the play fake. Johnson flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
The Charger drive about to get going. The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with his 3-score deficit and time fading. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
19 Lions.
Now Jones throwing on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Put that team on the bus.
Throwing again. Jones. This completes to Henry over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Operating from the gun. Jones. Harris has it over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
Watch the whip. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. I got one.
Jones now on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch the ship.
To throw again. Jones. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And it's 3rd down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Bandit. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this 4th quarter. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Nice. Viking 18. 36.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
And he'll go underneath here to Elliott.
And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated or
the ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Get the ball right here. Let's go. 70 Ranger. Check. Watch 54.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Mike's 5'4", Mike's
Hey. Trap 60. Mike's 54. Mike's go.
From the gun, Jones. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Jones off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point attempt to come here. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And this one recovered by the Kansas team for the Ravens. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Mike 29. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. 29 is the Mike. Mike, pick up.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
No gain on this defense, no gain. Mike's 54.
Throwing again, Jones. And he comes back incomplete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Second and 10.
Panther 60. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Deron Payne in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Hey, check that, street. Quiet, D, we're pretty quiet. Check safety. Dragon 60. Go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Dancing to his left. The left side caught by Diggs. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hey, Mike's 50. Hey, watch that.
From the gun, Jones. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Love. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Here we go. Go, Chap. Go, Chap.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
Get it! Get it!
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be run kneel and then handshakes. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of. But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away